Hello and welcome. This is the tutorial on the napkin rose. So this is our final result over here. Now we're going to take you through this in a couple of steps. We're going to work from the top down, and we're going to make the head of it coming down to the stem. Then we're going to talk about the leaf part, the leaves that come out, right, in any sort of rose. And then the final stem over here, which we have a couple of options. So I'll go through them step by step, and it all starts with one napkin. So you take a bar napkin, and it's important the type of napkin that you have. Now these are your regular bar napkins that you find at any bar. Now restaurant napkins and other ones that are different are harder to do. So the only way that I would do this is if I had an actual thin bar napkin. You don't want those thick ones, and you don't want it too thin where when you start to roll it, it rips apart really easily. So these ones I just found at the local supermarket, but the ones on the bar, pick them up and you'll see, when you start doing this more and more, you'll see the quality that you're looking for. So regular napkin, we're going to unfold it all the way. Alright? Now, what's going to happen is you're going to start with the corner. One corner. And I'm going to use my right hand for this. 2 fingers of your right hand will go just like this on the outside of the napkin. Right? Now the idea is we're going to wrap this around to start to make the shape of the rose. So 2 fingers are in there, and I'd go about deep until the second, until the knuckle over here, the middle. Right? So I'm going to go about there, place that here, and wrap it around. Just like that. So I'm going to wrap it around and make sure that it's straight. All the time you want to make sure that it's straight. I'm going to take my hand, come around here, and again wrap it around until you have a full cylinder, just like that. Okay? Now we're going to take our fingers out, but at the same time you're going to come with your left hand and you're going to pinch the napkin to start making the shape of the head. Alright, so you're pinching here, and that's all you're going to do for now, so you can let go, and you're going to get this beginning shape. Now from here what I do, and this is important, and a lot of people miss this step, and that's why it doesn't look like a rose, you're going to take your index finger and push it in, and take every crease out of it, so you're going to make more of a round shape. Alright? Now we're going to continue this a little bit later on. I'm going to come here and continue to pinch and start twisting. Now I'm going to twist in a clockwise direction, right? And now this is the most important tip that I would have for any rose to make it look good. A lot of the times you would do it and the stem would not be thick or solid enough, and the rose would do this, right? So you want to make sure as you start to twist that you twist, and you really want to take your time with this. You don't want to just rush it. So you take your time and you start to make it as durable as possible. So you really twist it in there. So I'm twisting with the right hand going this way and with the left hand going this way. So clockwise the napkin is turning. Right? Now when I get about an inch down, I'm going to stop. Okay? And I'm going to work on the bottom of the head over here. So again, remember I said we're going to start with the index finger. We're going to come back to it. My index finger goes in, and you're going to push this part, which is durable enough to push. And now watch the grip. It's going to be thumb, index fingers inside, and middle finger on the other side. Okay? I'm going to push down and pinch. Push down, pinch, and keep rotating the rose. Push down, pinch. Alright? So that happens. Now what's cool about this is that you actually get an indent over here, as you can see, right? And that makes it actually look like the head of the rose and the stem is going inside of it, alright? So again, middle finger is here, on the outside, index finger is here, and thumb is here, and you pinch. Just like that. Okay? And you get a really nice shape over here on the bottom. Okay, so now that you're here, okay, we're going to work on this part, which is going to be the leaf that comes out. Alright? Now this is probably the trickiest part of it. the head over here and how we're going to want to make it so it looks like a real rose coming out, right, with the twirls and swirls inside, we're going to leave for the end. So now we're going to work on just this part, and this is the tricky part over here. I'm going to flatten the rose, just like that. I'm going to flatten it, and you're going to get this. This is what you're going to see, all right? You're going to have one side coming out, all right? And that's going to make the shape. This is what we're going to work with, and this is going to be the rest of the stem coming down here. So if you think about that, then it's much easier. So what's going to happen is you're going to look at it this way, take your fingers and take this part that you see the corner of the napkin. You're going to push it up just about the end of the head over here, just about the end over here, okay? So you're going to work that up so that it aligns. Now from here, we're going to do a wraparound, all right? Because again, you want the stem to look like it's going all the way down and this is just a part of it. Just like we did here, you want the stem almost as if it's a different element, all made from the same rose. So this comes here, about the edge of there, and now I'm going to pull down to make this straight. So we have this, okay? Now I'm going to flatten this and start to wrap this excess part around, just like that. And now this part I'm going to wrap around like that. Alright? So you get that really nice touch over there. And now once you start to wrap it and it comes around, I can pinch in the middle. So I'm pinching here. And again, take your time on this part. You want a very, very tight, so look, I'm turning it and I'm twisting it, stem. So you want it again to sort of be like this part. I'm going to twist it all the way down, and take your time with this, and this is what makes it really, really durable, right? So it doesn't flop down. Get this, just like that. Now twist, twist, twist. Okay, and at the end, I twist over here. Alright, so now we're going to rework this part and this part, okay, and then get to the end where you have the second piece for the stem. I'm going to pull this part and try, here's the most crucial part so you don't rip it, because if you rip it at this point and somebody's watching you, well, then that's embarrassing, isn't it? So you want to pull it just like that so it kind of comes inside out, alright, and pull this part here. The idea is to make it look like two little pieces of leaves are coming out. One on this side, one on this side, and notice how the stem is going inside. So now, I don't like this part here. So I'm going to try to twist this part even more. So look, I'm twisting this part and I'm pushing this in. Twisting this part inside and I'm pushing that in. So now you have that. Okay? Now this is your basic structure. Alright, now from here we're going to mold it, right? So it looks like this. Starting with the top. Now of course you could do either put the stem on the bottom, we'll save that for the end, but let's talk about the top, the head over here. To get this, you'll notice that inside you have one piece right there, and on the other side you have another piece. Alright? You're going to start taking your, just pinch it between this finger and this finger. Thumb and first finger, and I'm going to just pinch it. Now I'm going to twirl, okay? I'm going to twirl my hand, loosen it up a bit, and twirl. And start rotating it again, going clockwise. And I'm spinning it, and again my left fingers are twirling it this way to make it easier. And I'm going to get that. Okay? So you're going to spin it and really try to get a nice, and I do this where I come up and down so I can loosen up the napkins at the bottom, the part at the bottom. So I have that part. Now, of course, this is nice in itself, but here's another tip that I love to do that really makes it look legit. I'm going to place the napkin down on the table now, and now I'm going to start to turn the exterior of the rose outwards like this, so you can get this shape over here. Now, because it goes in a spiral, you're going to get to the end of the rose. So I'm going to start about here, alright, and start pulling this in, okay? Now it's good to do it on the table. I start to pull it in, and I'm trying to fold it just a bit so it doesn't come back out. So I'm pulling it in, just about there, more, and now you're going to get to the end and you turn that part out. Alright? Good. Now I'm going to do the same thing with the inside part, because if you twirled this part, now you have another part, inside. Twirl it out, just like that. And here you want to be delicate with it, of course, not to rip. And you have this, and now, because you've done that, you want to push this part in a little bit more, right, so it doesn't come sticking out, and again, twirl. Okay? So you have this, alright? Now, once in a while, if it gets too crumpled up, okay, and you'll have that the first couple of times, I just blow, and then I redo it so that it starts puffing out. So you have this right there, okay, which looks very nice. This looks great, this looks good, and now this by itself is a very nice looking rose that you can give to whomever you wish. But I want to put an extra little touch on it, and that is with the longer stem. So go ahead, grab another napkin, and again you're going to open it up, and all we're doing is we're adding another piece of it. It's super simple to do. I just place this over here, okay? And now it depends on how I like to twirl it at the same time as we are twirling the rest of it. So I'm going to twirl it and do it, let's say, this way, okay? I'm going to start to twirl, and on the table would be a good starting point, because again, you want it to be tight. Working it to make it really, really tight, and really use your effort in this to get it straight. Okay? Now, when you take a look at it, you could fix up over here. You can fix up over here. Pull this out. I'm going to twist this part a little bit more, just because I'm not super happy with it. And have this part come out like that. Straighten it out, and here is your final product. Okay, you have a very nice long rose that looks and has the proportions of a regular rose. So that is that over there.